Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Happy, what today is? It's Wednesday. It's the top of the curve. Hump day. Hey, everybody. I'm just coming on. I was reading where I was listening. I like to listen to the Today Show, where sometimes that's what had me late. But welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you all for stopping by. Running a little late for work. I had to get up and do my hair this morning. I can't sleep in the rollers, and I use those magnetic rollers, and I don't think it's all the way dry. And then I got a roller sitting here. Y'all got to excuse that, but I put a little gel around the edges because this is where the most gray is in my hair. And when I dye it, I don't know, when I dye my hair and I do it myself, I guess I need to go to a professional. It always thins it out. But even people I've seen actually go to professionals to have their hair dyed, it still thins it out. There's something about that dye that thins your hair. I guess I haven't found the right kind. But how's everybody doing? But I'm coming on because I was concerned. I read today I saw on the Today Show, we're starting today. Hospitals are now going to report their COVID numbers to that agency instead of the CDC. But if the Centers of Disease Control is their duty to keep up with the diseases, the spread, and all that, why would it go to an agency other than them? You understand? I mean, the whole purpose of the CDC is to control, analyze the data and all that, but you've taken the main responsibility away from them and given it to somebody else. If I have heart problems, if I need to see a cardiologist who's a heart doctor, I'm not going to make an appointment with the podiatrist who is a foot doctor. So when you're making decisions, it better be based on facts and not your feelings. Because it's I'm like Michael Bays used to say, it's some fracking like a bull going on around here now. Come on. Why would you take that responsibility from the CDC? And why won't you have to consider the source. And again, like I said, you're going to go to a specialist in the field for the situation that you're involved in. So why would you go to somebody who is not a specialist? I don't understand that. People's lives are in jeopardy. Ones that the hospitals are reporting to. Now, if you say you're going to report to the CDC and this other agency, I would be able to understand, because that's a system of accountability. But when you're taking it away from the CDC and giving it to them, I haven't had a chance to read it all, but I listened. I was like, well, come on now. I got a little common sense, and I'm familiar with investigating and things like that. Something is not adding up here. It's just not. Don't y'all laugh with that black roll in my hair. I put black because it blends in better. You can say whatever you want about anything because you have that right. But don't come to me with some stuff that you heard. You just heard something come out of somebody's mouth, and you repeat it and you think it's facts. Do your own research sometimes. Do your own research. And I remember we had a situation one time, and I had to tell this young lady, I said, look, you all worked out about something you heard, but you didn't verify that was factual information. It was something made up. Man, y'all better start using your senses and quit believing everything you hear. Everybody go to bed lying. They lie so much they don't even know what the truth is. Like my mom always used to tell us, you know what? You tell one lie, you got to remember the lie you told so you won't forget it tomorrow. And that's what happened. A person that lied all the time going to eventually tell on themselves. Yeah, I mean, I ain't perfect. I may have told a lie before to get out of trouble. I think we all have, but ain't nobody perfect. But when you know better, you do better. And there's no double standards in it. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Now, you allow some people to do certain things because you like them. There's somebody else you don't like, no matter what they do, it's a problem. I got a problem with you if you like that. I do. So, but yeah, I saw that. I was like, what in the world are they doing? Do they even know? Do they even care? A lot of times that's the problem. People just don't care. Life, you gonna answer to somebody. And you gonna live somewhere for the rest of your life too. Believe that. Believe that. But yeah, I also saw where they didn't give bail to the lady who assisted Jeffrey Epstein. Some people call it Epstein. She didn't receive bail. And they were saying that she wanted to be on house arrest in a 5-star hotel somewhere. And she's worth millions of dollars. I just, for the life of me, and you know, I have empathy for people even when they do wrong. I'm like, okay, everybody have choices. What make people decide to do things they do? Kill somebody, rape somebody, set somebody on fire, all that kind of stuff. What make them do that? Everybody born innocent. You understand what I'm saying? You're born innocent. You come into a cruel world, but you're born innocent. What happened to you in your lifetime to make you become a murderer, robber, a person who sexually assault people and stuff? What happens to a person to make them get like that? Is it something that happened to them in their childhood? Is it behaviors that they just, I don't know. I just don't understand. So I'd be like, okay, so if you did this, why? And what happened in your life to make you that hard? To make you that cruel, that evil? I don't know. I think about stuff like that. I do. What makes a person like that? Like, I be watching those shows on the ID channel, and they be talking about diabolical. It's another one come on Sunday talking about serial killers and stuff like that. And people, they live double lives. You never know what they go. They go out, they work jobs where they travel, and it's just, it's crazy. So, you know, you think you know these people. Some women marry those people and they have kids. They bring them around their kids. And they're wonderful fathers and stepfathers and all that. But they're serial killers, murderers. I'm like, Lord, have mercy. And that's why, you know, online dating is a scary thing. I mean, I've heard a lot of success stories, but I've heard some horror stories too. It's sad. It is so sad. Something that could be so good could be corrupted by people that don't have good intentions. So, I know many years ago, a friend girl had told me about this dating site. And in fact, the guy she's dating now, she met him on that site. But she was telling me about the site, and so I and a coworker had gone on there. We had joined, and I was meeting people, you know, just online. I wasn't even planning to meet anybody on purpose, because I'm I err on the caution, so on the side of caution so much I'm really scared. But anyway, had met this guy. He worked for the federal government in New York, and he was saying that if I wanted to come to New York, he'd take me to different places to shop and all that kind of stuff, and we just have, you know, friendly conversation. I'm single, a single mother. He a single father. I think he had twins. I mean, we just had good conversation. So I was like, you know, I trusted him because we had been talking on the phone. No, I don't know if we talked on the phone. I think maybe we were sharing emails or something. I can't remember. But anyway, I can't remember the whole story, y'all. But so when I finally did, I can't remember if we ever spoke. I don't know. But the first thing, when we first communicated, other than just talking, he sent me a inappropriate picture. I didn't even respond. I just blocked him because nothing about our conversation was sexual. You know, it was always about single life, the kids, you know, and the things you do and the sacrifices you made for your kids. And then I thought that was so disrespectful for him to send me that. You know what I'm saying? What if I would have opened that picture up in front of somebody, opened up my email or my text, I can't remember which it was, in front of somebody, one of my kids would have been present or something. I was just totally offended. And I know some people like, girl, you got kids now, that loosen up. Nah, I just think, I'm not a prude, but I just think it's certain standards that you should have for yourself. And, you know, in order to get respect, you have to give it. And I didn't like that. He was a nice looking guy too. But I was like, man, that is so inappropriate. So if he did that to me, how many other people he did? First of all, he should have been respectful enough. Because I want to show you something. It's okay if I send you something. It may be offensive. You understand? Even if I wouldn't appreciate it, I would have respected the fact that he respected me enough to ask if I was okay with it. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I was offended. I missed the friendship when we stopped communicating, though. But because he did that, it was a turnoff. And I had another guy I had met. I think he was from Chicago. We had become real good friends. We talked too. He, as a young kid, he had cancer, and he ended up going to one of the cancer treatment centers. And he said he kind of lived in a thing like it was a sterile environment he lived in. He said almost like a bubble for 3 months. And he had been cancer free. He was in his 40s, and he had cancer at 12 or 13 years old. And so we talked, and he and the wife had divorced. Well, he told me they were divorced and all that. And we talked for a long time. Never got sexual. You know, like I say, I'm not. When I was on there, I wasn't looking for a sexual partner. I was just looking for somebody to communicate and have some intelligent conversation, discuss world events and stuff like that. This guy was hooked up on hair. He wanted me to send him a picture of me shaking my hair. I guess because my hair was long. I'm like, this thing crazy. But we were friends though. And he ended up doing the same thing. But what I came to find out is, and what I learned a lot is, a lot of the guys that's on those dating sites, they look for women or companions or whatever that are going to be in close proximity to the place that they may be visiting in the near future. Like maybe going on a job assignment or something like that. And I would actually get hey, I'll be in town next week. Would you like to go to dinner or something like that? Well, you know, I was leery of those type. And I guess that doesn't make me scary. It just makes me cautious in my opinion. But yeah, if you never talked to me and then you just want to meet me for lunch, yeah, you could be a serial killer. I'm just y'all. Man, when I see some of that stuff happen on TV, I was like, man, she didn't err on the side of caution. She just put herself out there. And sometimes you do have to take risks. I'd rather take risks in business than take risks in my life, though. Seriously. Just like this coronavirus thing. Y'all, this is real. This is real life. People tell me it's a hoax. But people dying every day, but it's a hoax. Don't tell that to the person who lost somebody. One of my classmates died last year that hurt me so bad because he was such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. And I could remember we went to school from early elementary to we graduated high school the exact same year. In fact, I was the HR manager, and he and I worked at the same store together. Very nice, respectful. You know, one of those guys you go to school with, and you could tell they're gonna be good fathers and good husbands because they kind of old-fashioned and stuff. He's like that. And my heart goes out to people. I know what it is to lose someone. We've had a lot of death in our family. Me and my sister were talking about that last night. And she said, it was 10 of us. She said, and we all live to be, all of us are in our 50s and above. My oldest brother, he died on the 26th of June. He was 73, my oldest brother. And that's the age of some of my friends' parents. So I was number 9 or 10. Now I'm number 7 of 8. We've lost 2 of us. And it's just, as you get older, I was looking at a girl video, and she's in her 20s though. She said she never really lost anybody close to her. And you got to consider yourself blessed. If you're able to I remember I helped this girl do a wedding back in 98. Beautiful girl, had a beautiful wedding. Her mother, let me tell you, it was so special to me because her mom and dad were still living, and her grandparents were still living. Her maternal and paternal grandparents were still living and still together. Y'all, that was just so beautiful. But you can tell these people, like my family, they have some Indian in them. They got that long, pretty gold, white hair, cheekbones and stuff. Yeah, like my grandmother. My grandmother look like Indians, for real. That's why I got that funny reddish like undertone color. But anyway, y'all, listen. When I tell y'all about having compassion and loving one another and stuff, that's coming from life experiences. And that death and dying thing is just so hard for me. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like when you hear somebody die, make it think, even if it's not somebody in your family, make it think of somebody you lost to that sting, man, that the sting of death, that's real. Woo, Lord have mercy. But I don't want to get on here and get sad. Y'all don't think I'm because I like to have fun, but just sometimes I'm just so serious to life, man. Life do that to you. It does it to you. It does it to you. It does it to you. But that's why I preach about having compassion for people and stuff like that. And I don't know. I try. I hurt when I see other people hurting. I try to offer encouragement and stuff. And a lot of times people, I don't know. I don't have all the answers. All I know is love could control, or it could help circumstances, situations, people. Because I think that's a lot of what's missing, love. So many people hooked up on their own dilemma, but everybody going through something. Right now with this coronavirus, somebody, if you haven't experienced it in your house, somebody who has. I know you do. May not be somebody you know personally, just may be somebody you see on television. And in the midst of all this going on with the pandemic, you still have hate, discrimination, bullying and stuff like that. People need direction and they need advice, but you could do it in a nice way. Yeah, it could be done in a nice way. But y'all, I'm rambling. I get on here, I talk a lot. I don't know. I talk to y'all. Y'all don't know. Like I say you don't know what a person will be going through, and you don't know how you can help somebody. Just to be a listening ear, just by being a listening ear. Because you know what? I was in a dark place. I was grieving, and this platform helped me. It did. I would get on here and share a video or talk about something or whatever, and it gave me a sense of peace. It did. And I'm forever grateful to y'all for that. And even if like I say, I don't get a lot of views, but just to know that somebody listen. And a lot of it is we may be going through the same thing, and just to know that somebody else has felt your pain and they could tell you, I've been through that, I understand what you're going through. That's a blessing. See, a lot of people look at, okay, God gonna bless me with money. Y'all, let me tell you something. If money is the only blessing you want, baby, ooh, you got a lot to learn. All right.